What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my YNAB budgeting. It's a brand new year, so obviously anytime January rolls around, I love doing kind of like a no spend. So I'm going to show you how I'm using like YNAB with a little bit of the no spend I'm doing. I'm not being like incredibly strict. I'm still going to be saving in a lot of my categories, but I'm going to be trying to not have any like fun spending categories, not really go to a lot of places, just kind of hone in on some of the spending. If you're not familiar with YNAB, it is a budgeting website app that I love using. I have a link down below that you can get a free month if you would like to try it out, especially with it being the new year. It's a great time to try it out and learn how it works. I also have other videos from when I've done this the last couple months, and so I will try and link the playlist down below for you so that way you can look and see, because I'm not going to talk as much about how YNAB works and why to do it in this video, just because it gets really long. So you can look at those other videos because I talk a lot more about, just how it works and why I love it. For this one, I am just filling up my own categories, so you can see what categories I have. You can see, what I'm spending for certain things, where I'm saving money, because I really love a good deal and I love figuring out how to just save a couple of dollars or pennies here and there, maybe even a larger chunk of money. So let's get into it and let's fill up my categories for January. Okay, so you can see my budget here. The way YNAB works is you put all of your money at the top here that you are ready to assign. So this is Alvin's paycheck. I actually make money through Etsy, through YouTube, through Patreon, a lot of things like that. I did pay myself at the end of December, but I also decided to gift myself a brand new mixer that I've been really wanting, plus a grain mill, because I'm going to be getting into fresh milled baking and just love the nutrients and just everything involving that. And so if you came here because of budgeting, I have a whole channel because I also love health and wellness and everything too. So you'll see more of those videos when I'm not talking about money. Those were very expensive purchases, and so I made a lot of money in the last couple months with my Etsy shop. Part of that money has actually gone to pay for IVF, and then part of it was also because I really wanted the mill and the mixer. So that was a lot of money. I actually do have a big reimbursement coming in because I first purchased a mill and a mixer that I thought I wanted to, and then once I dug more into research, I actually changed my mind, but it had taken forever for this other mill to ship. So anyway, I've returned that one. I haven't seen the credit for that yet, but that's going to be like $540 that's going to be coming in. So once that return comes through, I'll be able to put that money towards IVF or whatever was coming in. So we have $5,669 to assign here, and we built a brand new garage, and so that was $145,000, and that has just finished building in the last couple weeks. So we're looking at, I actually think the payment when I looked at it is going to be $909 for this month, but that's probably because we didn't pay the whole $145 the whole month of December. So I think YNAB calculated it that I'm gonna actually need $1,057 every single month. But for now, because I know that the payment is $909, I'm just gonna put $910 in here as the payment for this month. I just wanted to have the target for future months, so that way I didn't have to sit and figure it out every single month. So as you can see, it moved money from what we literally have to pay our bills with. We have money saved, but I'm not putting that money that we have saved in order to pay for the bills. This is the money that has, no job yet, that needs a job. We have our emergency fund, we don't touch any of that stuff. That's what's great about YNAB is you only budget with the money you currently have to budget with. Then we have our scam loan. That's a whole story in and of itself, but we were scammed out of our $28,000 down payment years ago. We're still paying that off. Okay, then we have our actual bills. So for Comcast, we pay $100. That actually is gonna be going up $13 in the next couple days. And so we're gonna call and see if we can get another promotion so that way we can keep it at a low rate. We're actually waiting for Glow Fiber to be put in. They're literally putting it into our development. It's like they've had off the last few weeks, so it's still not here. But hopefully in the future we get to like cut down on our internet bill a little bit. Then $145 for Dominion. Mint Mobile, the actual like yearly payment is coming up here at the end of January, and we only switched to Mint Mobile like 2 or 3 months ago. And so that's why it seems like such a high payment, because within the last 2 months I kind of had to save money for a yearly payment, but it's actually going to be only $15 a month, and that's me and Alvin, so $30 a month technically for an entire year for Mint Mobile. We have absolutely loved it. We've had zero problems. We've gone to Pennsylvania, we've gone to Virginia Beach, we've traveled with our phones and have had no problems. I also had on one of my credit cards if you spend $90 for Mint Mobile, you're gonna get a $45 credit. So I ended up like subtracting $45 from the actual target I need. And so yeah, for an entire year of Mint Mobile, I'm gonna be paying $403. Like, that's including taxes and everything. So that's really crazy. Our State Farm actually went up $20, which I'm not pretty happy about. I've talked before about like maybe searching around for more insurance or different insurance. Our State Farm, we actually have like some savings things in there as well, so it's not just insurance. But at the same time, like, I just really don't know if I want to shop around for just like a couple dollars kind of thing, because that's like a little bit harder. It's not like you can just change your bill over, you know. All right, trash pickup is $23. Our water, we pay every 2 months, and so I'm doing $35. Now it's starting to get into like the flexible spending, and this is where I actually turned off some of my targets. Like, I snoozed them because it's like I'm not going to save money towards them or add any money towards them for this month, because we're doing like a no spend month. So for clogging, I do think I still need $10, or I forget if I paid $10 extra and I'm covered for January. But if I end up being covered, I'll just take that out and put it somewhere else. But I'm not putting anything in clothing because we shouldn't need any clothing. I'm not putting anything in the fun and outings for me and Alvin because, again, we're like trying to not go anywhere or spend anything because we've been doing that a lot in the last month. For gas, I actually dropped it down to $100 because I figured if we're not really going anywhere and spending anything, we actually should be using less gas than that. I did have to do $90 for haircuts and grooming because I think Alvin gets a haircut this month and I am going to get my wax this month. So it kind of all fell in the same month. I'm not doing anything for health because I shouldn't need any supplements or anything, and all my IVF medical stuff is gonna come out of my IVF fund. I'm not gonna do any home decor because I've done a lot of that over the last month or two. Hospitality, I'm gonna add $25 because I actually have a cookbook club coming up this month. Well, this weekend, and so I just wanted to have a couple extra dollars in there instead of taking it out of my grocery fund. Then household goods, I'm gonna do $50 just because that's really not something that I no spend on, because it's like, well, I'm gonna buy sponges if I have to buy sponges, or if my dishwasher pods are out, like I'm gonna buy those. Lawn care is something that we're just saving for the summer because we have someone mow our lawn in the summer. I'm not gonna do any medical expenses because, like I said, IVF is gonna be coming out of my IVF fund. I will do $50 for miscellaneous because that's just literally if I forget something or a random bill comes in that I just don't remember. Personal care, I'm gonna do $35 because that's like shampoos, soaps, toothpaste, like things like that, and I'm not gonna no spend on that if we absolutely need it. For tithes and offerings. Then we're getting into our food category, and as you can see, like, my money is starting to go down at the top. Alcohol, I snoozed. We're not doing any alcohol. I actually probably won't even be drinking alcohol, because if we're not doing alcohol in January, because Alvin actually has some beer left over, so he can just drink that, but like I am hoping to get pregnant this month with IVF, so like hopefully I don't have to account for alcohol really at all this year. Dining out, I lowered to $25 because we shouldn't be going anywhere and doing anything. We spent like $6 of that yesterday because we were coming back from a trip and we got like a coffee and stuff at Sheetz. And then groceries, we're gonna do $7.50. And then I'm not doing any mailman snacks. I'm not even gonna like save for it or anything. I have a bunch left over from when I stocked up just this past month. Plus, if we're not getting anything, like if we're not buying packages, then it's not like we're gonna have male people get snacks at our house. So I should be good for not doing anything this month. I get milk from a farm and really love drinking it during pregnancy. So anyway, I upped it for that because me and Alice drink the milk. For Nespresso, we actually still have a whole bunch left over from like the advent calendar and stuff. So I had to take the money out to like use for groceries last month because we went over in our groceries. So I'm just putting $25 in, but honestly, I'm almost feeling like Nespresso is just kind of like an extra expense that I don't really want to pay for that much anymore, you know, just with the price of everything going up. Now we have activities and fun for me and Alice. I'm not going to do any of that. I am going to do babysitting just in case for like IVF, I need her to be babysat for me and Alvin to like go do my transfer this month. So I like having that in there. I'm going to do 44 essentials for her. Again, just in case I need to get like wipes or something like that. I do cloth diaper and stuff, but I did have to buy more disposables last month because we do disposables at night. And so yeah, that actually was an expense I was not planning for. Then I am starting to get some like crafting supplies slash homeschooling-esque. I mean, Alice isn't even 2 yet, but I want to start working with her with like arts and crafts type thing, and I literally own nothing. Like the only thing we have is crayons, and then someone gifted us Play-Doh for Christmas, which is really nice because I wanted to get some of that. So I'm actually gonna put $25 in there because we're not gonna be going out and about and doing fun things other than our music class. I do want to work with her on like learning through play. So I am gonna have to start kind of getting together some crafting supplies. So I wanted to like have a separate thing for that. Music class, like I said, we go to music class once a week, and that's something that is 100% worth it, educational. I want to do it, you know, no matter what. And then we actually have a zoo trip coming up to North Carolina. That's going to be kind of in like April-ish, I think. And I'm saving for that because it's going to be like kind of for her birthday, but also like I'm going with one of my friends, and like Alvin's probably going to come. We're going to get like a hotel and stuff. So I'm just making sure that I save up for that trip. Then we have our subscriptions. There is a couple things that changed in here this month. So first off, we're just doing our normal, like, okay, Amazon Prime, which I'm really hoping that I don't even have to pay for Amazon Prime once it comes due. I think ours comes due in like August. But now that I have the Prime card, I'm hoping that I can use the money that I'm making from like the cash back from the Prime card to pay for Amazon Prime. So hopefully I don't have to like keep saving for that in the future. Costco membership, I am saving for that also, but again, I'm hoping that there is the cash back for that to pay for it this year. This is the first year that I've actually started doing credit cards, and I'm doing them in like the absolute appropriate way. So like we don't overspend on them. We don't use them willy-nilly. We literally use them the same way as our debit card, but we're getting the cash back from them in order to like save even more money for other things, which is nice. Then we have our Google storage, $2.50 a month. Marco Polo, $1.92. Nintendo Switch is $1. Orkin, we have like a big tick infestation in our yard, so we have to do that every summer. Spotify, $8.25. I purchased a $99 gift card from Amazon because we just have one regular premium Spotify membership. So you're saving like $43 a year. Definitely recommend doing that. So we have next door neighbors that are friends that we've been friends with for years before we were even next door neighbors. And then they have family next to them also. And it is just absolutely ridiculous just how like all these streaming things, like, you know, you can't share accounts and you can't share passwords and like all this stuff. But anyway, we live in such close proximity that we are going to do a streaming bundle together. And before, we actually had YouTube TV, which was $72.99 a month. YouTube TV just said here in January, they're upping it $10 a month. So we really loved YouTube TV, but we were like, that's just kind of outrageous to pay for YouTube TV just for us. So instead, we are actually going to do YouTube TV because you can have like 5 profiles for the same price. And so we're actually going to split it with our neighbors and their family also. So that's like 3 of us all splitting it. But we decided to do that with everything. So we're going to split Netflix, we're going to split YouTube TV, we're going to split Hulu, Disney Plus, and then they also add on like HBO Max. So before, we were spending $72.99 for YouTube TV. We're spending $9 a month for Netflix because we were paying for an extra account just on like one of my siblings. I think it was like $9 to add us on. We were paying $3 for Hulu and Disney Plus, but that was with ads, and I got the credit because it would have been like $9, but I think I got a $7 credit for one of my credit cards every month. So we were paying $3. The ads are just outrageous. We were paying all of that money, and now we're gonna be paying like 40, or like I put it here as $45, but I think it's gonna be 40 and something. So yeah, we're literally gonna be paying $40 a month and having way more plus 0 ads, which is gonna be super nice. Yeah, I'm very excited about that because that's like saving extra money, but we're actually getting more value out of it. Okay, Thrive Market is $2.73. Walmart Plus is $3.26. I got that half price again this year because of one of my credit cards. Okay, $11.25. This is for Alvin's Xbox. Again, we do a gift card. Every 3 months, I buy a 3-month gift card from Amazon because you save $15. Okay, then the YMCA, $39.20. I did not go to the YMCA. I definitely didn't go at all in December. I don't think I went in November, so I kind of wasted that money, but I am definitely going in January. I really love it. There was just like a lot of different things that I couldn't go the last couple months. So yeah, hopefully I don't keep wasting that because then I should definitely cancel that. $9.09 for YNAB because I pay for the year. Then I have our like holidays that we save for. So $26.67 because Alvin and I are having our 10-year anniversary this year. Then $5 for if we just get, you know, invited to like a birthday party. I'm saving money so we can buy like a toy for people. My birthday, Alvin's birthday is actually here in January, so he should be using that. Plus he should be getting like a gift card from my dad. Then we have Alice's birthday, and then Christmas we're saving for next year, although I might not even have to use this money for Christmas. I'm still gonna save for it, but depending upon how our cashback goes with the credit cards, we might be able to use our cashback for Christmas. Then we're gonna do some Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day. Gifts is just if we're buying anybody else a gift. Holiday shenanigans are things that you just like forget about, like trick-or-treat candy for Halloween, Easter basket goodies, whatever it would be. Then usually I give me and Alvin some fun money because we're doing no spend. I'm not doing fun money. So I am giving myself nothing and I spent all of mine. And then Alvin, I'm not giving him any more, but he actually has $214 in his because of my dad gifted us money for Christmas, and I just put Alvin's in his fun money so that way we know it's his, like it doesn't get used as anything else, and I use mine for part of my grain mill and mixer, so that's why I don't have any. I definitely use mine. And then I'm saving for Alvin to get a new phone at the end of this next year, so every single month I'm just saving like $83. I don't know what phone he wants, but we're just kind of saving like around $1,000 for that. Then a quarter cow, because I like to buy that. I just bought one, but like I like to save up for it. And then just our maintenance stuff that we, you know, you just like to have money chilling in case something happens. This home maintenance, we now have like $1,500 in there. That's actually going to buy us a new fridge because our current fridge is actually like old and leaking. We're gonna move it to the garage, and we've actually been looking to buy new fridge. And then one of my credit cards, I ended up changing the category to Lowe's this next quarter, and so we'll get 6% cash back for that. So that should save us just, well, you know, a little bit of money buying such a big thing like a fridge. Then we have our IVF storage. That's to pay for our embryos to be frozen every year, so save for that. Property tax, just always saving for all of this stuff. Real estate tax. And then our vacation this year, we go on a beach vacation every June, and we already paid like part of a deposit for that, and so then all of the money that we're saving currently is going to pay for like the rest of the deposit, and then whatever we spend while we're there, like food and going out places and having fun. So we've done all of our like normal stuff. We have $400 left. That's actually going to be closer to $900 once my reimbursement comes in. So we need $1,039 for our IVF baby wheeler number 2. I'm gonna put the $400 in here, And then when that reimbursement comes in, I am going to put that whole $540 reimbursement also in here. So we'll be a little bit short for this month for the IVF payments, but that's okay because I actually don't think my transfer will be until probably the end of January or even the beginning of February. And so I also am saving more than I even think it's going to be. I really don't know what it's going to be, but I think I'm saving $6,000, and that's by April, because I thought it was actually going to take longer for us to do IVF, but everything's been going quicker. But we actually probably don't have to save that much. So I'm hoping that it's going to be around like the $3,000 range. And maybe it'll even be less than that. But we have 2243, and then plus the 540, we'll actually have closer to $3,000 by the end of this month, which will be really nice. And then I don't have anything for my future car, which obviously, because we're paying for IVF and we're paying for the garage, we're paying for the loan and all that stuff. And that's why I'm still using my Prius to the ground, because we wouldn't even have money for a car payment. And that's also because I used my money to buy a grain mill and a brand new mixer, which were very expensive things. That's just what happens this month. Like sometimes we have a lot of extra money to throw into savings, and then other times, you know, we're using it for other priorities. But that's why I really love YNAB, is because you really have a clear picture of where your money's going, what it's doing. Obviously December was a really expensive month because I went over in our groceries, because, you know, you're buying groceries for holidays, you have Christmas, you're buying more alcohol, you're buying more presents, you're doing all these things. Like we went out and did a bunch of things. So we definitely like overspent in December, but it's with money that we actually had. So it was like, oh, okay, I have to take money out of my future car fund, or you know, because I don't want to take it out of my IVF fund or whatever, and then that means I'm not going to get a car for a while, you know? You just got to pick and choose. Like, do I want a grain mill or do I want a car? That's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Always ask me questions down below. This actually only shows like me filling up my little envelope things. There's a lot more to YNAB than what is shown here, because you're not seeing like me going into my accounts and reconciling them and inputting all of my transactions. I kind of did something like that in my first couple days of Vlogmas in December, so you could like check those out if you want. But other than that, it would just take way too long to make a video about all of it. I do come in here and look at all my accounts and import, you know, transactions and reconcile and do all that stuff every couple days. That way I know everything's updated and you always have an idea of what you've spent, what you can spend, where your money's going. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget, I have a link down below if you want to try out YNAB for free. But other than that, I'll see you in another video soon. Bye everyone.